What's up, beat chasers? My name is Chase, and this is Chasing the Beats. Ooh, we got a new rabbit hole unlocked. I was recommended the song Baggage by Chris Webby featuring Ren. So I haven't done anything with Chris Webby in it, but I have heard some Chris Webby songs and I've really liked them. So I'm excited to jump into this one today. And of course, gotta stick with Ren in the Reniverse. I have branched out a little bit. I have gone down some solo rabbit holes with some of the friends that he does collaborations with, but I haven't done anything with Chris Webby yet. So I'm excited to jump into Baggage by Chris Webby. Chris Webby featuring Ren, and this was recommended by HJR, who has recommended a lot of songs, so thank you so much for this recommendation. I'm excited to jump into this one, find out what it's all about. So let's do what we do. Let's react. Let's go. Purgatory Pub.
Falling by the wayside with these habits I keep shaking. New jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket. Trying to find a way, but ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my closet. Yeah, yeah.
Whoa. Okay, I was gonna say something, but the back of his head, I don't know what's going on there, but that just caught my eye and was like, oh, what's okay, interesting. Yeah, cool vibe. I mean, you saw the Purgatory Pub. Purgatory is almost like, I guess, for me, growing up religious in the Mormon religion, Purgatory is kind of like a waiting room type of thing, or it's outcast, or it's the outlands of the afterlife, if you will. So kind of interesting that that was the first thing that you saw. And then, black and gray. I love a good classic black and gray, vibe. It's just, it's vibey. It is what it is. But, he talks about falling by the wayside with these habits, new jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket. Um, yeah, it's new me with the same old baggage in my closet. Like, yeah, you don't get away from it. You can't just like be like, I'm gonna be a new me today, and I'm gonna forget everything in the past. Like it just doesn't work that way. Like we carry the baggage with us as we go. So, yeah, that is what it is. I mean, you don't get away from it. So yeah, let's see what we got going. Here comes the drop.
Can't say me, y'all. They say I'm lost. I can't even start to count all of the days I've lost. After nights of losing count of all the drinks I bought. Self-medicating just to get the weight all off. Only starts with a shot, then it's 4 in a row. Next thing you in the bathroom, scoring some blow. See, it is what it is, and it's all that I know. But I'm getting to a fork in the road.
Oh man. Yeah, it only starts with a shot, then it's 4 in a row. Next thing you in the bathroom scoring some blow, like the spiral is real and it's very easy to get into a downward spiral and stay there. It's much easier to go in a downward spiral than it is an upward spiral. So, yeah, I mean, you can't even count all the days that you've lost. Like it, yeah, when you're in that downward spiral, you forget a lot of things and you get so tunnel vision on what is happening in that moment, and then it's easy to fall into it and to have one shot, then four. Now you're in the bathroom trying to score some blow. Like yeah, that it's a very real thing. Yeah, it's again, you can't get away from your baggage. That's just not how it works. If you try and say like, oh, I'm going to put that in the corner, I'm going to put it, on a shelf, or I'm going to lock it away, like it's just going to come back to bite you in the ass in the end. Like you really just cannot get away from it.
in a row. Next thing you in the bathroom, scoring some blow. See, it is what it is, and it's all that I know. But I'm getting to a fork in the road. I know the way it's been, I take it in. Feel I gotta start learning to pray again. I try to wash away the sins, but they like tattoos on my skin. I've been sitting here scrubbing.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to wash away the sins, but they like tattoos on my skin. Like, you can't get away from it. Yeah, you can step up from it, but you can't get away from it. Like, you can better yourself. Yeah, but it's interesting because it's showing the guy and he's looking up at the clock like, it's almost like when is it gonna stop? Like just watching the time, and then you saw he had a swastika tattoo on the back of his neck, and then he's talking about washing away the sins, but there's like tattoos on the skin, so it's like, yeah, that dude that has the swastika on the back of his neck, like, yeah, there's things you can do. You can have laser tattoo removal. You can do things like that. You could get it covered up, but at the end of the day, like it's there. Like it's there. It's something that you did, and yeah, you can't just wash away your sins and they're just gone for good. Like they're always going to be there. There's always going to be remnants of your past and what you've gone through. And here's the thing: is you can use that to be a better person. So it's just, again, it's how you. It's not how you act, it's how you react. And yeah, again, you just got to keep moving forward. And man, I love Chris Webby's flow and vibe, and just the song as a whole. And that dude's creepy, but yeah. So let's keep going.
The sins, but they like tattoos on my skin. I've been sitting here scrubbing them, trying to cover them, but I'm stuck with them, struggling, drunk and stumbling while I'm juggling habits that are both the cause and the cure of my suffering. I know it's becoming a little troubling.
Habits that are both the cause and the cure of my suffering. I know it's becoming a little troubling. Yeah, it's so crazy how habits can like be a cure, if you will. Really, it's not even a cure. You're just numbing yourself. That's all you're doing with your habits. And Ren has talked about it in the past and in other videos. And yeah, but the problem is you're numbing yourself. But at a certain point, you can't numb yourself forever. You're going to come out of it, and you're going to really start to feel things. And so, it's your cure in the moment, but in the end, it's only going to cause more suffering. Like that's just is what it is. Like you can't get away from it forever, and the only way that you can is if you drink yourself until you're no longer around. You go through the drugs until you're no longer around. Like that's really the only way that you can truly cure yourself with your habits. And eventually, like I said, they come to light, and you're just going to be suffering even more in the end when it comes down to it.
That are both the cause and the cure of my suffering. I know it's becoming a little troubling. Falling by the wayside with these habits I keep shaking. New jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket. Yeah. Trying to find a way, but ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my closet. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Bloody red mud, they whisper and murmur. How did Ren get here? Nature or nurture? I nurture my nature. Divine misbehavior. Reaching for a bottle, thought the spirit was my savior. Chopping on my brain cells when I'm reaching for the pot. But pot's the only shot I got to stop this ticking clock. Tick tick counting down the minutes till that something in me pops. And resurrects a disconnect that helps me self-destruct. And when I'm down.
Oh man, so nature versus nurture. Yeah, so was it something that is in our environment that caused us to be the way that we are, or is it nurture? Is it something that we are kind of doing to ourselves? So the way that I look at it, and I could be wrong, and again, if I am, leave it in the comments. Educate me. I'm open to listening. I'm just giving you my own insight to what I'm hearing. But yeah, nature is everything that is outside of you, and nurture is what's inside of you that you are nurturing. And nature is all the elements that are hitting you from the outside, and then what hits you from the outside, nature can turn into nurture. And yeah, I'm looking at the lyrics here, and yeah, I nurture my nature, divine misbehavior. So again, that's what I was saying is like you have all the elements that hit you from the outside, which is nature, but then, things that hit you, you can now bring them inside and nurture those things. And that's where the downward spiral happens. And then, reaching for the bottle, thought the spirit was my savior. So again, I thought that, these things were numbing me. I thought that it was actually making me better, but in the end, it doesn't like that never happens, unfortunately. So, yeah, I was waiting for Ren to come in, and man, every time that he does, he just hits so hard.
Something in me pops and resurrects a disconnect that helps me self-destruct. And when I'm down on my luck, wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded. I get wasted, you get brain dead. Mind so vacant, I'm so faded. All the time wasted, another line, brain dead, feeling so vacant, leaving on faded. Complicated, in-house patient, wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded.
Oh, yes, I love that. I talked about it previously, but it's so cool when you have one voice saying one thing and another one, and they're kind of playing off of each other. And I've talked about it as well that Ren, he has a certain flow, and then he switches it up. It's just a way for him to keep it interesting, keep drawing you in, and it's so enjoyable. It's not like he's just doing it to draw you in. He's doing it with every intention, and it's just so artistic in a way that when he does it, it's just like, ooh, like it gets you. Like I absolutely love it. Let's take it back and just hear that cadence switch, and then the voice that is going back and forth. Like, oh, that's just such an enjoyable part to listen to.
Wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded. I get wasted, you get brain dead. Mind so vacant, I'm so faded. All the time wasted, another line, brain dead, feeling so vacant, leaving on faded. Complicated, in-house patient, wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded. Tripping with my back against the wall, caught inside a rising tide. Of it all, I'm falling by the wayside with these habits I keep shaking. New jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket, yeah. Trying to find a way, but ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my closet.
Awesome.
Trying to find a way, but ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my closet.
Purgatory. Oh man. Yeah, it's so interesting that last part. I mean, I was wondering if it was going to stay black and gray the whole entire time, or if it was going to go into color. And at the very end, it did go into color. So it's like you're in purgatory trying to figure things out. You're in that downward spiral in the outlands, if you will. And then, they talk about new me with the same old baggage in my closet. Like, yeah, I brought up, it goes to the color part, and Ren's on the ground and the ambulance is there and they're putting the oxygen on his face. And it's like, yeah, you hit rock bottom at a certain point, and it's like, man, what am I doing with my life? And, it shows the guy dead in the car, and it's like, it doesn't matter if you move forward and create a new you and do better for yourself. Those experiences don't go away. They're never going to go away. That's just, that's just what it is. Like, that's just life in general. And so it's, it's just, how do you find a way to not just move on and create a new you, but how do you deal with the baggage that's in your closet? And this is where, mental health comes into it. This is where, how do we become okay with ourselves? How do we become emotionally intelligent to deal with the things that we've dealt with in the past? And yeah, it's something that I've been working on. And although I don't have an addictive personality, so there's not a way, or there's not a time where I, got deep into alcohol or into drugs or, anything along those lines. But it doesn't mean I don't have baggage in my closet in a different way of, the things that I went through and the traumas that I sustained through my childhood and how I was brought up and in the religion and everything like that. And so, despite me doing better for myself now, those things still present themselves. And it's a struggle that I go through every single day to, make sure that I am the best person that I can be, and despite the baggage that's never going to go away, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better. I'm going to continue to work on myself to, help make sure that that baggage doesn't drag me down, doesn't, make me take one shot, then four, then try and score below, just things like that. It's just a deep song. Again, it's the downward spiral. It's the, when do you hit rock bottom? And when you do, how do you handle it? Again, it's not how you act, it's how you react. Everybody's going to have things happen in their life, but how you react is so important. Like, it's just, how do you keep moving forward? How do you, react in a way that betters yourself versus continuing down a path of self-destruction? So, great song. Thank you for that recommendation. Again, new rabbit hole unlocked. So if there are other Chris Webby and Ren songs that I can react to, I would love to hear them. But like I said, I've been doing some solo reacts, going down rabbit holes of the friends of Ren. So if there's any Chris Webby songs that you think I should react to, even if they don't have Ren in them, please drop those in the comments. Give me a subscribe, give me a like, leave all the comments that you want. I love hearing from you guys. I'm going to be doing better about responding to everybody's comments. I've kind of lacked on that, but again, I'm trying to foster a community. I want to, have like-minded people around me, encouraging people around me, and I'm going to have haters in the comments, and I'm just going to let that roll off my shoulders because I'm going to keep being me. I don't care what people think. I'm going to do what I do. And until next time, guys, just keep on chasing the beats.